So the drama between Tamar Braxton and Bang Yang Yang Man, aka Jeremy Robinson, continues. So after Tamar took to social media last night to blast Jeremy, her reality TV fiancé, on again, off again, possibly husband, now friend, hard to keep up. Now she's going on social media to clear up why exactly she posted those cheating receipts about Jeremy allegedly cheating with some 25-year-old woman. Now also, Jeremy Robinson, Bang Yang Yang Man, is responding and clearing everything up. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So before we get to the Tamar of it all, because it is Braxton family values related, I know a lot of you have been hitting me up telling me, did you see that Tracy's will was revealed, blah, blah, blah. Guys, I understand that Tracy's will is public information. But just because it's public doesn't mean that we should be viewing it, doesn't mean that we should be speculating on it, adding to what's already a very traumatic time for this family. And at the end of the day, unless Kevin Jr. or Kevin Sr. comes out with it, I don't want to talk about it. You can go, you know where to go read about it, because I get it. We all have our nosy parts of us. But there's just some, I always have to kind of, look, doing the work that I do is kind of hard to navigate. What do we talk about? What do we report on? What do we cover? But when I get that initial ick feeling, I said, yeah, I'm gonna see myself out of this particular situation. So I have seen the information. I'm not interested in talking about it just because if I'm uncomfortable with reading someone's personal will, despite it being public information. There still is a paywall in order to get that information. I say all that to say, but in covering the Braxton's reality TV show, we've constantly talked about Tamar, and in recent episodes, she was talking about her mental health journey and how she's been really focused on that and how she's in a better place. And every time she says that, I feel like we get an example of how that is not the truth. Well, I'm going to take you on a journey. So if you haven't gotten a snack, pause me and then come back. Tamar last night posted on her Instagram story this post highlighting this woman's Instagram. And she says she thought in her YouTube video, she said she thought that she blocked out her username. So she highlights this woman's Instagram and then says, paid in my face. She meant played. Played in my face for a 25-year-old, shaking my head, took my jewelry, took me to the Turks. Wait, took my jewelry, took me to Turks, and all along had a whole tramp. I hate you. And then she @'d Jeremy Robinson, CEO. Obviously, she was very mad that she didn't care about grammar. Okay? So she posted that, but shout out to our friends over the Jasmine brand. They were able to keep it. All right? They were able to keep the information and grab it, because she did end up deleting it. All right. So let me show you in the Jasmine Brand's comment section, the young lady that was exposed on here responded. And this is what she said. All right. So the young woman that goes by the name Who Hates Jay says, there is no tea here. There is no truth to this. These allegations are absolutely insane and have consequences. Legal consequences? Tamar, you are wrong, period. So obviously we're wondering, what exactly does Tamar know about this woman? Because we were under the pressure. Let me just take you back a little bit further. And I'm only taking you back a couple of weeks because we covered Tamar a lot. If you missed any of it, all of her drama over the last year, be sure to check that out here on the channel. But just a couple of weeks ago, she posted and blasted her family, said her family was toxic. And then in the same breath said that she was a married woman, but she was now a single woman. So we're all like, wait, she's married to Jeremy? Because we never really know the status of their relationship. And then the next day, basically she lied to us. She says, oh, none of that is true. All you guys want to focus on and report on and make go viral is negativity. And we're like, you came to social media and told us this information. We didn't ask for it. Over here, we're just doing our job. We're reporting on all of it. And then literally when I saw this story this morning about her blasting this 25-year-old woman that she alleges cheated with Jeremy Robinson, her bang yang yang man, I said, is she starting drama to avoid the conversation that went viral over the weekend? I'm sure by now you saw Tamar performing at Black Pride in Atlanta over the weekend. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, is this what she sounds like? She sounds a hot mess. And look, we know Tamar can sing, and one of the reasons Tamar even blocked me years ago when we had Kempire Radio was because I was critical of her performance with John Legend when she was doing Love and War, the tour. Well, it wasn't Love and War. She was opening for John Legend. And I was giving my critique of what I saw, and I was like, she did not sound great. But I also said, this is her first time going out on tour. Maybe she's getting used to it. Tamar can sing, but not every singer can do a whole performance and set. And she came out and said, you know, I can sing. And she posted like another performance, but it was from completely different day. And she was just like, oh, I was out of breath. I was dancing. But Tamar, it's fine. We know you can sing. But doing a whole performance, that's a whole other thing. But I wonder if this drama that she's stirring up right now is to distract us from that conversation. Well, maybe not. Two things can be true. She could have sounded a hot mess during Black Pride. And then she also has this drama going on with her on-again, off-again reality TV fiancé, bang yang yang man. So she posted this and deleted it in regards to this 25-year-old tramp. Okay? Sorry, Miss J. All right? Then she went on her YouTube, and luckily I caught this when I did because I already knew she was going to delete it. So I said, oh, I need to grab it. So let's take a look at what Tamar had to say as to why she decided to blast her, quote, friend. This is what she refers to him as in this YouTube. Take a look.
I have to say some things because my baby girl just called me, and so I got to keep it honest with y'all real fast, because all this hoopla that's going on right now, I didn't mean to happen. Hold on, let me get my life together. Ready for a little? I have to address it. I have to address it because people are using my mental health, and this is why I gotta say what I need to say. I just want to say thank you to the LGBTQ community for my award. Thank y'all so much. I'm so grateful, and I don't know, it's one of the most amazing and important awards that I've ever received. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So last night's post was, unnecessary. Unnecessary for several reasons. So this is the whole story, and I don't have to be in a lawsuit because I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Okay, I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened. Saturday, let me show y'all. Saturday, I am laying in my bed, not feeling well, trying to figure out how the next day finna go, because I really didn't feel my best, right? And so I'm like, okay, I'm chilling, and I get y'all know how y'all get y'all notifications, right? Now, the reason why I have my notifications on my phone is because my son is Amazon and a DoorDash head, okay? And so the whole point of the matter is that every time somebody uses my card or any of my cards, it comes up, okay? So I'm chilling and I'm watching TV, and I get a notification that my card got used, look at the date, to the Four Seasons Hotel in New Orleans. Now, I know I'm not in New Orleans, right? And the last time I stayed there, was when we went to Essence to go see my brother, right? So we go, and boom, fun, whatever the hell. So yesterday, Rob comes in and he's like, well, it's y'all business now because people saying that I have mental health issues. And guess what? I do. have mental health issues, but guess what? I am honest about my journey, and I have been honest about this to this person about my journey. I started taking full transparency because I'm not trying to act like, you know, everything is okay. You know what I mean? I need extra help, and those of you know who needs extra help with their mental health. It took me, you know, at least 5 years to understand that I need, you know, medication, especially after my sister Tracy passed. Okay. All right. So, you know, me and Jay, you know, and I told my baby girl that I was not going to talk about him. And so this is my last time, but I have to clear my name because this is not a mental health breakdown for Tamar. Okay. So I called him. And I'm like, yo, you stayed at the Four Seasons this weekend? And he was like, I did. And automatically, you got an attitude. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we cool. You know what I mean? No, we don't go together. It's very clear, you know, but we have an understanding of our friendship, right? Okay. So
An understand. So mind you, a couple of weeks ago, she was referring to him as her husband. Now she's referring to him as her friend, and they have an understanding. I'm confused. I know that you are as well. We will get clarity in a second.
said, well, I don't really know what's going on, but Rob said that the hotel said that my card that was clearly was used at the hotel for Mr. Jeremy Robinson and his guest, Miss J. Now, I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. Because when I had asked him about it, you get nasty with me and tell me, go take your meds. So when I posted it, I didn't post it to be nasty. I posted it because he told me go take your meds. And then I took it off because really the girl don't have nothing to do with it. She pretty and she young. And the truth is all of them are pretty and young. You know what I mean? And the truth is they were both following each other and commenting on each other. And so I just, you know, figured that it was the lady, but it could have been 4 or 5 different other bitches. You know what I'm saying? Because he's my friend and we talk about stuff.
So you weren't even sure that this was the woman. But you were in your feelings and you were upset and you didn't like what he had to say, and he shouldn't have said that about your mental health and the medication that you take. But you decided to throw this woman under the bus, not really even sure that it was her. Okay.
Casualty at war. I wasn't trying to say, and I thought that I had blocked out her name, which is another reason why I took it down. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to go after her because I got to go after the whole Atlanta. You know, it wasn't about that. It really, honest, the truth was about the fact that when I asked you about my card being used on one of your hoes or with a trip with your hoe, you're going to tell me go take my meds. So that's why we are here. Okay? So I love everybody. I love my kids. I ain't trying to talk bad about nobody. I really am not, you know, but I just had to clear the air because people are coming after my mental health. And guess what? That is something that I have been open about. And I am proud of myself, of the mental health journey that I have gone on. You know, I am being responsible. I am in therapy. I take medication. And there you have it. I'm not having a mental breakdown. As a matter of fact, I'm very, very busy today. And that's it. And that's all I got. And I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I wasn't trying to be rude to nobody. But I think that if you have friends and you have a common sense of where you are in your friendship, it is okay to expect for them to be honest with you, right? And then you can come to them about things. And then when you come to them about things, they don't give you they ask the kids like, why you trying to, that I wasn't even on that, you know? So no more posting, no more talking. I just wanted to tell everybody that because, well, I said Trent because they all are. Y'all know the status? And it was not like I'm talking about her per se. I wasn't. She's a beautiful young girl. All of them beautiful and young. Every last one of them. So, but anyway, I just wanted to say that it's a wrap. And it was only about my credit card being used on your rendezvous. So that's that. That's all. I love y'all. Bye. Okay. Oh, and if that girl was hurt by that, I apologize to you. Because it wasn't about you. It wasn't about you. They said Miss J and y'all followed each other. Y'all liking each other pages. So, he talking about he having an office in Houston and you in Houston. So, I put two and two together and that's what it is. And then when I asked him about it, y'all, I don't even want to go into it. He ain't say nothing. Okay, y'all, that's it. I don't even want to go into it. But trust me, baby girl, okay, bye. Okay, bye. I love y'all. And I ain't talking about him no more. Okay, bye. But you can't be disrespectful to people. And you can't get mad because they ask you why you use their card. Or what happened to my credit card. And on top of that, so because y'all know, I don't want nobody thinking I'm lying. I don't want nobody thinking I'm lying. I don't want nobody thinking I'm lying because that's not what I do. Now, last night, because he's blocked and was blocked, last night you tried to cash app me back. So good night. Okay, bye.
So her apology to the woman that she's not even sure is the actual woman that he was with or cheating on her, even though they are currently just friends. I can understand Tamar being perturbed. Okay, we're just friends. I'm not sure how it ended, but you're using my credit card for you and some other chick. I understand her being upset about that. However, going to social media, blasting someone that you do not know 100%, and then even here where you're so supposedly giving her an apology that's not even an apology, and then saying they're all tramps. How many people has he been with while he was with you? We remember when Tommy Lee took to social media and exposed that, he had been with her and talking bad about you, yet you still took him back, and then you basically try to make Tommy Lee look like the fool in the situation when everyone was just looking at you, Tamar, like the fool. All right. So since then, Bang Yang Yang Man, a.k.a. Jeremy Robinson, took to his social media to respond to everything that Tamar has said about him. This is what he had to say.
I initially was going to take the high road in this situation and not say anything. But the reality is I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety. And someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real. I am in no way wanting to attack anybody. My purpose in my life has always been to protect. I haven't ran to social media every time something happened to me in that relationship. Because trust me, with all the receipts and all the things that have happened, I could have. But I've chose to do what a real man does, and that is protect the person that I've been with. In this situation, I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months. We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm going to date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing, it's because we're friends and because I'm still being involved in my son's life. I still would love for you to have a relationship with my children, but not to the extent that you make up these stories that aren't real. I went to New Orleans. I booked my room at Four Seasons on booking.com and didn't realize that the card I'm using, which also ends in the same 3 last numbers, was tied to something that we booked several months ago. No harm, no foul. We're talking $900. Stop it. While I'm in New Orleans for a funeral, my really good 25 plus year friend who passed away, I spent time with his family. I extended my stay because I needed time to reset. So I get a call yesterday. Hey, did you stay at Four Seasons? Yeah, I did. In fact, I extended. I gave them my card and everything's good. Why? What's up? Oh, well, I got a call about some chick who used my card at Four Seasons. I said, that's not possible. This is funny. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? Well, I thought we can friends. We can talk about it, but this is laughable. I didn't stay with anybody at the Four Seasons. I'm not seeing anybody. Wasn't on a date. None of that. If I was, you're my friend. What do I have to hide about that? I'll just say cooler heads didn't prevail. And next thing you know, I'm on her story and I'm being accused of things which are just blatantly not true. I have never led Tamar Braxton on. I never will, nor will I. There are people, hate the name drop, but hey, Carlos King, you got me involved in this. You're part of the reason why we became friends. But I've been very clear about my boundaries. I've been very clear about wanting to have a friendship, but not to the extent that, friends don't throw each other on their stories and call each other out on stuff. Like, look, if there was a mix up with the card because of booking.com, that's a quick fix. It's already taken care of. I've already contacted the Four Seasons and they've already issued a refund and they charged my card. It's that simple. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago? It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together, but then you're throwing their dad under the bus. It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain some type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. What? This is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. I have never cheated in my life. Find a woman that will tell you I cheated on her. I'm not successful because I cheat. When I'm committed, I'm completely committed. Now, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot more I could talk about. I'm not going to do it because this isn't about revenge. This is about saying, hey, wait a minute. This shouldn't have happened. Picking up the phone and talking calmly and saying, hey, Jay, I got charged on my card. You stayed at Four Seasons. Okay, cool. But then you had to find a random narrative to go with it. It's messed up, and the truth is now there's potential defamation behind it because I don't even know this person, never met her in my life, never even had a DM with her. Again, here I am defending myself because of all of these assumptions and all these internet bullies who don't have a clue, not one thing, they don't know nothing about me.
Okay. All right. I mean, look, he talks a good game. He is also an attorney, so I'm not surprised at that. But if we follow what we've seen of Tamar over the years, and I always try to give Tamar some grace, even if it's a little bit. She has opened up about her mental health journey, so I'm going to give her that and just realize that, yes, this is what we're dealing with in regards to this whole narrative that she came up with. Because literally, she says in the video, she doesn't know if this is the woman. And I know someone will say, well, how did she even know that Jeremy and someone else were staying at the Four Seasons? Sometimes that information can be made available on credit cards, but that's not always. I've heard that before. Unfortunately, we've covered many stories like this before. So, and that question has come up. But based off of what Jeremy is saying, Bang Yang Yang Man is saying, he's saying, first of all, he threw Carlos King under the bus in this. I didn't expect that. But also he's saying that they haven't been together for 6 months. But didn't you just do an interview with Carlos King, Jeremy? I guess you were giving Tamar grace and you didn't want to throw her under the bus. Tamar just did an interview with him 6 months ago, a little bit more than 6 months ago. So it's not making sense why we are spinning this narrative, and maybe because they were trying to figure out how to consciously uncouple. That might be the best way to describe this. But Tamar going to social media, throwing this completely innocent woman under the bus in the middle of your on again, off again reality TV relationship with this man. And I've seen some of your comments, oh, she should have just get back with Vince. Well, Google schmoogle why that ended. No, she doesn't. Tamar needs to take time to focus on herself, maybe take a complete social media break. Matter of fact, I think she should be off of social media for a year. I think it would do her wonders for her mental health. Being on reality television, probably not great for her either. I'm glad that she is seeing a therapist. That's where she needs to be right now. Because this whole spinning of the situation, I can't even look at Bang Yang Yang Man and say you're wrong, and he might be wrong in some shape or form. However, based off of what Tamar has done in the last few weeks, it's clear that she's the one spinning these different narratives. She was just referring to him as her husband a couple of weeks ago. And clearly he's saying they haven't been together physically or spiritually for the last 6 months. They were working on some sort of friendship. Guys, as always, here we are again talking about Tamar Braxton. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse.